What's up, everyone? This is Tarun Gail from Tarun Gail Fitness, your fitness expert answering your fitness related queries. So, a lot of people and a lot of you have been asking me, tips on transformation. How did I manage to transform myself, and what exactly did I do? Did I do drugs or what miracle product I used? I want to share this with you all. I've kind of jotted it down to all 10 things that I want to share with you and how and which made me transform. So obviously there is no usage of drugs. There is, of course, there I've used a lot of supplements which include protein, which includes, bit of fat burner, which includes glutamine, which includes BCAAs, and I don't encourage the use of this because, as I always say, supplements is a matter of personal choice. It's your call whether you want to take them or not. So my journey has been very tough. I've met up a lot of people in my life, who misguided me. I tried all the diet fads you can think of, from Atkins to GM diet. I've pretty much spoke to all the trainers, so-called fitness gurus of the world, asking them can you please help me? How do I transform myself? I really need to lose some weight. But all of them, they just want one thing from you, which is they want to just make money out of you. And I pretty much, and there are times when you are okay to spend that money so long you get the right guidance. But as you know how people are, nobody kind of shared anything with me. So after a good trial and error of years, I kind of nailed it down to 10 things which helped me transform myself. I'm happy to share those 10 things with you. Some of you may find these things very simple, but actually, if you were to look at it, it's very true. And this has actually helped me a lot. So, are you ready? Let me share those with you. Here we go. So, what are those things? Number one, I I really don't. I was never a coffee person. Even if I liked coffee, it was for me. It was always about cappuccino or having a milky coffee over anything else. But uh, I realized that drinking black coffee can actually have some effect, if not a drastic effect, on your body. And you got to just have that black coffee because it works as a stimulant for. And I've actually done a video on it. I'm just going to put a link on it for you to kind of have a look. Black coffee has done wonders for me. I used to drink it before my workouts and even post meals to kind of settle food in. Not only raises your metabolism, it's a great stimulant. It also helps you cut down your appetite too, which is great for weight loss, especially when you're trying to create that calorie deficit. Number two, people always talk about olive oil, how that should be good, or you should use this. I think that's all passe. I think the next generation of oil that you should be using is for cooking is coconut oil. The benefit of coconut oil are immense. Probably a little better than olive oil. For me, I just wanted to replace olive oil because my body was getting used to it. But the moment I switched to coconut oil, I realized I could totally see the difference. And you can see the benefits on Google, what exactly how coconut oil can actually help you. So I don't want to waste time there talking about coconut oil. Number three, it's funny, I kind of got rid of all the big plates that I had in my house. So I thought, I should just have small plates now, because what it would do is that it will make me feel as if I had a huge meal. So if your plates are small, chances are you would only put limited amount of food in those plates. Psychologically, because weight loss at the end of the day, it's a very psychological game. It's a mental game. You have to win your mind over your body. So these kind of things really help. So using small plates for smaller meals made me realize that I should not be kind of eating too much, because the idea was to keep myself full till about 60 to 70%, not eating too much, so much so that you're bloated and you get that water retention back. So this really helped. Number four, capsicum. I never liked spicy food, but somebody told me that adding capsicum can be of great advantage. So what I used to do was I used to spice up my food, like for example, in my salads, in my, in my sabzis, in my stuff. So much so that there were times when I couldn't even eat them. But again, that's not the right thing to do. What you really want to do is, in your salads or in your sabzi, you can take a call, whichever one you want to have. Add a little bit of spice in your life. not just your life, in your food as well, you'll realize that it actually have a very minor effect in raising your metabolism, which is exactly what you want. Things like having coffee, coconut oil, capsicum, it creates a great synergy for weight loss. Number five, I used to spend endless numbers of hours doing cardio, running over a treadmill, and doing whatnot. But I realized, it's of no use till the time if you, on the contrary, my body started getting very sag and very loose. So I added weight training into the session. That I used to do a lot of high intensity training, which means lesser resting period and lifting a little heavy, so that I give my body that training stimuli that it's actually looking for, rather than just running aimlessly for hours and and which pretty much doesn't do anything. But I also realized doing weight training is that not only you burn calories while you're working out, but you also burn calories after your workout for next 48 hours. And I've talked about it in my previous video. Number six, again, oh, I gotta repeat that. Number seven, it's chew slowly. This is as basic as anything else. That we usually, when we're hungry, especially when your goal is weight loss, chances are we starve ourselves and we don't eat much. What happens is we chew very fast, and when we chew fast we end up eating more, and that food doesn't usually get digested at times. But if you were to chew slowly, you would realize that you really don't have to eat that much. Whatever you'll eat will get digested very quickly, and at the same time it'll avoid that overeating spree. Small little thing, but really helps. uh, I've said this in my previous videos too. Supplementing with whey protein has really helped me a lot. Because I'm a vegetarian, I really don't take a lot many things. I turned vegetarian. I used to eat a lot of fish, chicken, but I realized that non-veg doesn't suit everyone. It comes from within. So when I quit non-veg, I had to supplement something with my protein uptake. So whey protein was the best option. I kind of dabbled with concentrate, which kind of had 80 to 85% of protein with a little bit of carbs, because as I said in my previous videos too, I'm a carb lover. I got to have carbs for me to function right. So supplementing whey protein can be of great help if you want to lose weight and try to transform yourself. Number nine, it's avoiding diet food. A lot of food that I see has diet stuff written on it. It's sugar free or it's diet. You got to stay away from that food. And when it says no added sugar, we usually have to stay away from such, because that's the kind of food which is misleading, and which makes us want to eat a lot because we think it's fat free, so we can get away from it. That was actually my biggest mistake that I was making. So I kind of got rid of all that diet food from my diet. I can't overemphasize the importance of water. I even, now that it's such a habit that I even drink 3 to 4 liters of water without actually me being thirsty. It's just now the habit that I've developed. Most of the times, we confuse our hunger, what our thirst with hunger, which is actually what makes us eat. That's not the right practice. So if you're hydrated properly, chances are even you won't be even hungry that much. Water is something you got to have 2 to 3 liters every day. Last one point that I'm going to share with you is that before your meals, if you can also have a 1 glass of water or 2 glasses of water, this will prevent overeating and actually can do wonders to your appetite in terms of minimizing it. So these are some of the things that I tried and which has worked wonders for me, and I hope they help all of you too. Any one of you have any questions for me, please feel free to ask. I also run a small YouTube channel by the name of Tarun Fitness Expert. You can ask me questions there, or you can ask me questions directly on Facebook. I'm happy to answer. If you, and as I said earlier, you got to be more specific with your query for me to get back to you. So till we meet again, see you.